Tom and Pip the Space Dog at Christmas. Written by David Fletcher. Narrated by Mcnaughton. Tom lived in a pretty house in a small town with his mum, dad, and dog called Pip. It was the middle of winter, and it was really cold outside. Despite this, it was Tom's favourite time of the year, and with it being Christmas Eve, he was very excited. He loved seeing all the twinkly lights and hearing all the singing and laughter. Not to mention thinking about all the amazing presents he was going to get from Santa. After all, he had written a massive list this year. Tom had, in fact, written the longest Christmas list ever. Upon seeing it, Tom's dad had said, "Wow, I think the Guinness World Records people might be interested in this." The number one thing Tom wanted was a remote-controlled toy rocket ship, as he loved the idea of flying through space like his hero from his favourite TV show, Captain Spacepants. Tom's dog, Pip, was a beautiful white Jack Russell, with a brown spot around both of his eyes and one on his back. Although Pip loved to play, he wasn't very smart. No matter how much Tom tried, he couldn't get Pip to do even one simple trick. Tom's dad had said many times, "If anyone could teach that silly dog one trick, I will eat my hat." Tom had never seen his dad wear a hat, however he would love to see him try and eat one. But all Pip seemed to be interested in was chasing balls, eating cheese, and dragging rubbish into his doghouse. Tom and his whole family left their lovely warm house to go outside and begin their annual tradition of Christmas Eve carolling. They went around to each of their neighbours' houses and sang every carol they knew. Every time Tom's family finished a performance, the neighbours gave them a round of applause. Some even gave them treats, such as cookies and hot cocoa. All their neighbours seemed to love their singing, except grumpy old Mr. Wilson, who told them all to get singing lessons. Tom's mum said not to listen to him, but secretly Tom thought that might be a good idea and might help them stay in tune, especially his mum, who sometimes sounded like a car horn. On the way home, after singing to the last neighbour, Tom noticed how big and full the moon looked. Out of curiosity, he asked his dad what the moon was made of that made it so bright. His dad said, "I'm not too sure. I think I heard somewhere that it's made of cheese. If it is, I would love to try a piece of it on a nice cracker." Just that second, Pip ran off. "Stop, Pip!" everyone shouted as they all chased after him, but it was no good. He was nowhere to be seen.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?